Hallo und willkommen zu meinem nächsten Projekt, Red Dead Redemption. Ich bin sehr froh, dass es endlich nach all den Jahren für Computer rauskam. Ich bin kein guter Controller-Spieler, also zumindest bei Shootern auf jeden Fall nicht. Deshalb kommt es wie gerufen. Bin echt gespannt, wie es aussieht auch und ja, einfach die Nostalgie. Ich habe es damals, als ich jünger war, schon auf der 360 gespielt. Das war noch Zeiten und ja, mal schauen. Spielen wir mal auf normal, weil bin ich der Beste. Speicherdaten erstellen. Genau. Automatisch speichern ist in Ordnung. Da bin ich echt mal gespannt. Lass mal das Intro anschauen. Ich bin ruhig.
Grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they live like animals, but they're happier now.
We will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
So, und hallo. Willkommen zu Red Dead Redemption dann nochmal. Interessante Gespräche hat man ja schon mit gehört. Andere Zeiten und so, würde ich sagen. Oh ja, sieht noch gar nicht mal übel aus, das Spiel, oder? Mir gefällt's. Mal schauen. Markierung auf deiner Karte steht für ein Missionsziel. Ja, gut, das weiß man ja. Es hat ein Rockstar-Game, keine deutsche Synchro. Ist ja auch normal. Ich glaube, dieses X in der Luft, das war früher nicht so. Kann es sein, dass sie das neu dazu gemacht haben? Der ist voll betrunken, der Dude. Ja, ich glaube, du musst schlafen gehen oder so.
John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Gehen wir mal los, wohin auch immer. Eine Überraschung. Ich weiß ja noch gar nicht mal, was wir hier machen und so. Ja klar. Okay. Oh ne, ich wollte nicht springen. Ah, okay. Also man kann verschiedene Gänge quasi anschalten. Okay. Ah, sieht aber auch schön aus, der Sonnenuntergang.
That's right. Ain't taken nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. All kinds of soldiers around back then.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most reading back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Ich habe immer noch keinen Plan, was wir jetzt überhaupt machen. Mal schauen.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Ja, ich glaube, wir sind jetzt nicht auf der Suche nach einer Frau, würde ich jetzt meinen.
Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, ich kann halt noch nicht viel sagen, ne? Ich genieße gerade
You ain't very
den Geo.
talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Das stimmt wohl. Je weniger deine Mitmenschen über, also jetzt in so Spielen
I
jetzt,
tell you, Mr.
will ich
Marston,
wissen.
those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill.
Ach, da war ein Coyote. Okay, muss man aufpassen. Kann uns gefährlich werden.
Slow down.
Ah, Fort Mercer.
There.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Ja, danke auch, nee.
Come on.
Mal schauen, aber es sieht hier nicht so aus, als würden wir hier freudig, würden wir hier freudig empfangen werden. Mal schauen, sieht ziemlich abgeriegelt aus.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Oh. Poor John.
Das war aber nicht gut, was er da gemacht hat. Warum hat er das gemacht? Hallo, Mister? Könntest du bitte aufstehen? Wieso hat er das versucht? Die waren zu dritt. Das hätte er doch wissen müssen. Ich weiß ja nicht, was zwischen denen vorgefallen ist und wer der Dutch ist und alles. Ne? Also, wir sind hier noch ein bisschen im Dunkeln gelassen. Mal schauen. Neue Freunde, alte Probleme. Wir haben es aber auf jeden Fall überlebt. Schon mal ein gutes.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Stimme ich eindeutig zu. Das war wirklich blöd von ihm. Na gut, da helfen wir mal ihr, ne? Ich meine, die hat uns geholfen, also sind wir jetzt dran, ihr zu helfen. Ja, schon großen Bauernhof hier. Eine Farm, meinte ich. Aber erstmal wieder schön rumrennen hier. Aha, sogar die Hitzeeffekte sind da. Na gut, schauen wir mal, wie wir helfen können, ha?
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Tut wohl noch weh, ja? Ist verständlich, dass es noch weh tut. So.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
You're looking good.
Hop on up. He won't bite.
Ain't that so?
Come on, boy.
Alles
Time
klar.
for you to see what a real ranch.
Was wird das? Wieso ist er auf dem Pferd gestanden? Ach ja, stimmt ja. Ich kann ja dieselbe Geschwindigkeit halten. Das finde ich cool. Das war in alten Spielen immer manchmal so ein bisschen lästig, wenn du immer ein Stück schneller warst.
You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
In alten Games, da warst du zum Beispiel mit dem Gehen immer zu langsam für die NPCs und mit dem Rennen zu schnell. Das war dann immer, du wusstest nicht, was du tun
And
sollst.
here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Das kann ich auch nicht beurteilen.
Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Zug hat doch bestimmt das Leben verbessert.
Yeah!
Oh.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Ordentliche Farm, auf jeden Fall. Sieht schick aus.
And here we are. little while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Ah, okay.
Well, are we going inside?
Klar. Kommt schon. Nee, aber gut, dass unser Charakter so... Wie nennt man das?
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Die ist so freundlich. Schön, dass es auch nicht so selbstverständlich ansieht.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
Mal schauen, ob wir da welche finden.
Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Eine Sache wollte ich noch nachschauen. Schon ganz aus. Kopfhörer. Schon. So, schauen wir mal, ob da irgendwelche Viehdiebe unterwegs sind. Ja? Die kriegen wir auf jeden Fall gefasst, falls ja.
Oh there. Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Ja. Versuche mich dran zu erinnern.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Ja, mal schauen, ne? Ja, sehr schnell und so, ne?
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you?
Mach die.
Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
Okay. Ups.
That's it. Kill those little monsters. Nice shooting.
Tut mir eigentlich leid, das zu machen, aber muss ja, ne?
Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters.
Ey, von 60. Achso, das ist meine Munition. Ah, die sind schon alle weg, okay. Oh, arme Häschen. Aber ja, first ist das ganze Grünzeugs. Da rennen sie noch da vorne in die Hasen.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock. That coyote won't be back.
Dead Eye, okay. Wo ist er denn? Ich sehe nicht. Da hinten. Ah, zu spät. Oh. Da ist noch irgendwo einer. Scheibengläser. Wo ist er denn? Nein. Nope. Nicht mit dem Hühnchen abhauen, du. Hätte man anscheinend auch ohne Verluste machen können. Schade.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Ja, hier wahrscheinlich auch was davon. Wenn wir den Billy da beseitigen.
Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarlane.
Wow, also teilweise ist der Sound schon ein bisschen ungewöhnlich laut und leise. Okay, 6 Stunden pennt man. Da drinnen findest du zusätzliche Munition, ist auch gut. Und da speichern wir. Genau, du kannst dich überall im gemischtbaren Läden bei Ärzten und Büchsenmachern ausstatten wahrscheinlich. Manche Leute handeln in der Form von Karten oder Zeitungen sogar mit wertvollen Informationen über die Umgebung. Okay, klingt gut. Bitte öffnen. Haben wir da Munition gerade drin? Okay. Perfekt. Dann tun wir mal speichern und pennen wir mal bis zum nächsten Tag, ja? Hier so. Ja. So. Da haben wir dann auch schon die nächste Mission. Aber ich würde sagen, das war es erstmal für den ersten Part. Ich danke euch fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, euch gefällt's und ihr schaut auch. Also ihr freut euch auf die nächsten Parts, weil ich freue mich riesig auf das Spiel. Richtig Bock drauf und ja, bis zum nächsten Mal. Danke. Ciao.